Master these 10 female weaknesses and take control. We live in a world where emotions govern the weak and self-mastery defines the strong. The Stoics knew this truth well. To conquer oneself is to conquer the world. But the path to mastery is not about dominance over others. It is about ruling over one's own impulses. And yet, as men, we are constantly tested by the subtleties of human nature, especially in the realm of relationships. Women, like men, have weaknesses, and understanding them grants us not the power to manipulate, but the wisdom to navigate the tides of desire, attachment, and illusion. What are these weaknesses? And how can a man, guided by the Stoic principles of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, rise above them? Let us begin. 1. Emotional volatility. Women are deeply emotional creatures. This is neither good nor bad, it simply is. The Stoic man does not react to emotional outbursts with equal fire, nor does he allow himself to be swayed by fleeting moods. Instead, he remains as unshaken as a mountain amidst a storm. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." She may test you with emotions, but your response must be calm, measured, and grounded in reason. 2. The desire for validation. Many women seek external affirmation, a reflection of their worth in the eyes of others. A man ruled by his passions feeds into this, endlessly seeking her approval in return. The Stoic, however, is self-contained. He does not need her validation, nor does he give it carelessly. His value is intrinsic. He who is not a slave to his own desires is free, wrote Seneca, and freedom is what draws others to him. 3. Fear of loneliness. A woman's fear of being alone can lead to manipulative behaviors designed to keep a man entangled. But a Stoic sees through this illusion. He is whole unto himself. He knows that solitude is not a curse, but a gift, a time to cultivate wisdom, to sharpen his mind, to strengthen his soul. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the fear of loneliness is but an illusion, and the Stoic dispels all illusions. The power of beauty, physical beauty, is a weapon, a force that can blind men to reality. Many fall victim to it, surrendering their judgment in the face of charm and allure, but the true Stoic sees beyond the surface. He is not ruled by his senses, but by reason. Appearances are deceptive, Epictetus warned. A wise man is not swayed by the sparkle of gold, but by the purity of the soul. 5. The temptation to control. Some women, whether consciously or unconsciously, seek to control the men in their lives. They test boundaries, they push limits. But the Stoic man is ungovernable. He does not allow himself to be controlled, nor does he seek to control others. He walks his own path. To be free is nothing, said Epictetus, but to become free is everything. 6. The attachment to material comfort. Many women place great value on luxury, security, and status. They equate wealth with worth. A man lacking Stoic discipline may chase after riches to impress, but the true Stoic knows that wealth is neither virtue nor vice. It is indifferent. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus wrote, "The man who does not need wealth cannot be controlled by it." 7. The seduction of drama. There are those who thrive on conflict, who find excitement in turmoil. They create problems where none exist. The weak man is drawn into this web, losing himself in unnecessary battles. But the Stoic? He does not engage in trivial conflicts. He is above them. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, said Marcus Aurelius, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. 8. The illusion of perfection. Some women create idealized visions of love, expecting reality to conform to their fantasies. When it does not, disillusionment follows. A man who seeks to meet these impossible expectations will always fail. The Stoic, however, is rooted in reality. He does not play the fool in a dream. Do not dream of things that are not, Seneca taught, but face things as they are. 9. The fear of change. Change is inevitable, yet many resist it, clinging to comfort and certainty. Relationships evolve, people grow apart, circumstances shift. The Stoic does not fear change, he embraces it. No man steps into the same river twice, said Heraclitus, whose teachings influenced Stoic thought. For it is not the same river, and he is not the same man. The power of influence. Women, like men, are influenced by the world around them, by social expectations, by peers, by emotions. The weak man bends to this influence, becoming whatever he is expected to be, but the Stoic stands firm. Do not explain your philosophy, Epictetus advised. Embody it. And that is the ultimate lesson. To understand these weaknesses is not to exploit them, but to transcend them. The Stoic man does not seek control over women. He seeks control over himself. In mastering his emotions, his desires, his impulses, he becomes truly free. And in that freedom, he finds power, not over others, but over his own destiny. So the question remains, will you live as a slave to impulse, to validation, to illusion, or will you rise, as the Stoics did, above it all? The choice is yours.